Hello and welcome to my third race in my Grand Prix 2 season. So it's been a long time since my last race, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this one underway. Actually, the next track is Imola, and that is by far my worst track. So this is going to be a real struggle. If I can score any points, I'll be very happy indeed. I'm just going to jump straight to qualifying. Actually, what I should do first of all is just have a look at the standings. So I am in 5th position. Schumacher won both the first two races. That's Hill, Lacey, Coulthard, me, Hakkinen, Barrichello and Berger. So Schumacher's had a great start. In the Constructors' Championship, Benetton and Williams, Ferrari, Lotus, McLaren and Jordan. So I'm going to jump straight into qualifying. If I can qualify in the top 10, I'll be ecstatic, to be honest. My form is just so bad at this track. As you see, I've got quite a lot of rear downforce. In fact, I might just increase the front wing slightly. It's such a stiffen the front suspension a bit as well. Oh, I should have done level 2. It's such a tough track, it really is. The car just does not want to grip us. The AI seem to have some kind of inherent advantage on this track, which I certainly don't. They have this inherent grip, which I certainly don't have, and it just makes it really, really difficult. Let's accelerate time. Let's see, get some times on the board. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my worst track of the whole season, and it not only am I slow, but I'm also easy to make mistakes. So it's going to be, even just getting through a race by myself without making any errors is a bit of a miracle. So right, haven't actually done anything yet today, so kind of need a little bit of a warm up. Bounce off the limiter in qualifying. The car feels a little bit better actually with those suspension changes. The front end's a bit more responsive. Way too deep. Oh dear. Right, let's just pretend that didn't happen. I'll use It's better to get those mistakes out of the way in qualifying, right? And I have gone for quite low downforce, so I am actually quite competitive on this straight part. Way too early turning. Bit scruffy. Oh god, oh god. oh. Okay. Oh no. Oh dear. Well, at least I'm already in the pits. Right, let's try again. Actually, maybe changing the setup has just made it even easier to make a mistake, even though it's probably better. Right, I just need to keep it all together now. No more mistakes. Oh. Yeah, the curbs on this track in particular, I mean in this game really, but in particular on this track, are just lethal. That's my worst corner. Is that the Variante Alta, I think? That is my worst corner. Too early turning. I'll go for a wider entry for more top speed. There we go. Bring it over gently. Gently does it. P19. Brilliant. Right, let's try one more time. That was terrible. Slightly better through there. This isn't good. I'm just hopelessly slow. Okay, I'm gonna just have a quick look at my setup. I've got no plank wear, so I could definitely come down a notch here. What am I really struggling with? I think in the slow corners I just have very little grip, especially on the front end. So maybe I should soften the front suspension a bit more. But you do need the responsiveness as well, so it's not just... Alright, I'll try that. Have I got time in this session? Probably have. I just thought one more thing. Maybe I might just increase the front wing a bit more. And I was doing 191 down the straights. The race was just doing 194 there, so I'm okay down the straights in terms of speed. But maybe I could even go a touch less. In fact, maybe I'll do that. I'll need a longer 6th gear. So let's have a look. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 6. Okay. Let's try that. Get a fresh set of tyres. 4 laps of fuel. This will probably be my last run. Let's go for it. Yeah, 19th is even worse than I thought. I thought if I had a really good day, I might be able to get up to sort of like, well, I'll say top 10 was the absolute best case scenario, but I thought maybe I could get like 12th, 4th, 13th, something like that. And I've set my sights low. That doesn't feel any better actually. That feels worse. That felt better. Try and just lengthen the straight to get a bit more straight line speed as I cross the line. Got a lot of plank rubbing going on now. Scruffy. Okay, P13. That's not so bad. Right, I've got one more lap in me, I think. Oops, wrong button. There we go. Better. That's terrible. It's always terrible. Oh, okay. Right. I think I'm going to call it there. P13. Let's just accelerate time. I think that might be as good as it gets. Yeah, I mean, maybe I could go 2 tenths quicker, but let's have a look anyway. Schumacher dominating from the Ferraris. And then it's Coulthard and Hill. And Damon Hill having a bad session there with Mika. And Jos and Brundle's having a good session today. Barrichello, Katayama, Morbidelli, Frentzen and me in 13th. So, yeah, not bad. Who's down the back? Let's have a look. It is Bertrand Gachot. And, yep, all those guys. So Johnny's down in 20th, so it is quite tight. I mean, I didn't improve that much really, only by a few tenths, and I jumped up about 5 places. I don't think it's worth doing loads of extra laps just to try and get 2 places, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to call it there. I'll save the game just in case something happens. Right, and I'm just going to jump straight into it now. So here we go, starting 13th. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I'll just jump in here and just change my setup because I know I'm going to get plank wear, aren't I? I could hear a lot of plank rubbing going on, so I should have checked that actually. I'll save the setup. Maybe I'll go down the brake bias a bit. I'm locking the fronts quite a lot. Go towards the rear. I'm just wondering whether I should do... In fact, you know what, I might just do 1 qualifying lap just to make sure I haven't got a plank issue, because I don't want... If I have a plank issue, then it's going to ruin my race even more than I'll ruin it myself through my driving. So let's have one more go. Oh, I'll accelerate time. Have one more go just to make sure I haven't got excessive plank wear, because that will destroy me. Right. Okay. Okay. There's quite a big, depressingly big gap from 11th all the way into the top 10. There's about 5 or 6 tenths, and you know, I'm certain I can't make that kind of leap. I'm wondering whether I should go even lower on downforce. Okay. Last attempt then, probably. .23.9, that's a good time. Horrible understeer. Just horrible understeer. Oh, you know what? I'll call it. I'll call it. Just horrible understeer. Any plank wear? Actually, no plank wear. Okay. Do I dare risk knocking it down? I'll go down a bit. And in fact, I'm even going to put some front wing on because that was just horrible. The understeer is just almost undrivable. Maybe I'll go back a bit on the brake bias as well. Okay. It's never good to make these kind of changes without testing them, but you know, this just is not a good track for me. Right. Let's accelerate. So, did anything change? Oh, I dropped down to 14th. Great. So, Schumacher from Berger and Lacey, the two home heroes, lining up second and third with a huge gap from Schumacher. I mean, he's got a massive advantage here. And then Damon actually had a better session. He's jumped up to 4th ahead of DC. So the Williams is not very good. Then Hakkinen, Verstappen, Brundle's having a good weekend. Just half a second behind Hakkinen. Katayama and Barrichello. And then looking behind me, I've got Johnny's down in 20th. And Eddie Irvine 17th. Where is Mark Blundell? He's 16th. So, yeah. It's quite a tight midfield group, but then there's a bit of a chasm here up to the top 10. So, in fact, even it's half a second. That's quite a big gap, and then just 2 drivers and another 3/10 to Brundle. So, yeah, just tells you points are going to be very, very difficult here. Right, let me save that, and then for my strategy, I'm going to do my typical 2-stop 40-75. My best hope is that I can make a great start and hold people up, but I'm going to have to gain a lot of places if I'm going to get in the mix for points, so we'll see how it goes. So, right, it's time for race number 3. Here we go. Can I stay out of trouble on the run through Tamburello, down to turn 3. And the thing you really have to watch for is the jink that the AI cars do on that straight, so not a great start, but a good second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that worked. Don't know what that Jordan was doing. I watched the jink. Here's the jink. Now you can go for it. Try not to. Let's toe up the hill. And that might be as good as it gets today. Oh god, Sauber's come in. Didn't expect that. Okay, now I just need to settle down. That's the fun over with. – 61 laps to survive on this island. Ah. Oh god. It's alright. I'll probably come under pressure towards Toso, we'll see. Or maybe not, now I've got enough space, enough pace on the straight. Actually, so far the Sauber's not really pressuring me. I'm not sure what the AI drop-off is compared to me. Well, same amount of time as Brundle, that's not too bad. Brundle's just overtaken somewhere. Okay. Oh god, no. Okay. Survived. I was just about to say I thought I was settling into a rhythm. Uh-oh. Oh dear. I think I'm out of the race. Okay, I'm out. I'm never going to do anything in this race now. So unfortunately I'm going to have to retire. Yeah. That was over very, very quickly. The problem is I'm so slow that there's no point recovering basically, because I'll wreck my plank, and yeah, I think I just turned in too early. Let's have a look. And this track is just my worst track by a huge margin, I'm afraid. So yeah, unfortunately, there I am, stranded on the track. I'm going to have to retire from the race. Yeah, there you go. Let's see how it plays out. I'm expecting Schumacher to win. Let's see the results. So Schumacher won from Berger, Hill, Coulthard, Verstappen and Hakkinen. Brundle finishing in 7th. If you look at Martini, finished 9th. So actually there weren't many retirements except for Lacey from the front. So yeah, it would have been really difficult to get points actually. I was behind Verstappen at the start, so yeah, I don't think I could have got points here. I think I probably could have finished about 9th or 10th. So yeah, this is a very, very short race, unfortunately, but my best lap, I'm sure, is right down the bottom somewhere. Oh no, 11th actually. Oh, okay, not too bad. But yeah, I just didn't have the pace in this track. This track is really, really hard on Grand Prix 2. Even if you did have the pace, it's just there's so many areas to make mistakes on. It's unbelievably difficult. You touch the curb at the wrong angle and you're off, as happened to me, unfortunately. So if I stop recording now, then obviously everybody's going to know that something happened because it's going to be a very short video. So I'm just wondering. Well, let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship. So Schumacher 3 out of 3, followed by Damon Hill, David Coulthard, Berger, Alesi, me, Hakkinen, Verstappen gets on the board, and Rubens Barrichello. In fact, who was Hakkinen and Verstappen were the midfielders to score today. So Hakkinen is now 2 points behind me. And in the Constructors' Championship, it's a Benetton with a healthy lead over Williams, followed by Ferrari and Lotus, still ahead of the midfield, McLaren and Jordan. Now the next race, let me just save it. The next race is Monaco, I think. Yeah, and I'm actually much better at Monaco. In fact, it's probably an easier track than Imola, really. Although it's easy to make a mistake, but Imola is just really, really punishing, whereas Monaco isn't so bad. So yeah, I'm wondering whether to maybe I'll just do like I haven't driven at Monaco for ages. I'm wondering whether maybe I'll do like a Friday qualifying, just see where I end up. I haven't really got time to jump in and do too much, but let's do the Thursday qualifying session, and I'll just do a hot lap here and just see where I end up. In fact, I'll put 6 laps on. I have got a setup. And let's have a look. Full max downforce. With Monaco, it's very hard to be competitive over 1 lap, but the race is actually quite nice because the AI suffer really badly with tyre wear here. So if you can just sort of keep it on the island, even if you're not competitive at the beginning of your stint, you can. Oh, what's going on here? Well, Eric Bernard's desperate for me to go out, so. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. So I presume if I hadn't gone out, then Eric Bernard probably hasn't set a lap time. There's 25 cars, so will scupper his chances of qualifying. And the thing immediately noticeable about this version of Monaco is just how wide the track is. It's way too wide. Bernard's going to go my way actually. Shall I send one in at Lowe's? No. Sorry Eric, but you're too slow, my friend. Where am I? 18th. The old Sandivo is much harder than the new one, though. Because you have the barrier on the inside. The car's quite loose, actually. I keep forgetting that swimming pool is different on the old games. It's much tighter. P7. That's bad. Let's have one more lap. You notice how I've just done like 6 laps around Monaco. And I haven't had one major crash or incident, and I couldn't do that in Imola even after practicing a few days ago. Okay, I have to pit now. Let's have a look. With P8, I improved at the end. So yeah, interesting. Did I have any plank wear? Oh, a bit of rear plank wear. Okay, maybe I should up a bit on the rear, because that will cause issues in the race. You're down a bit on the front. I'm not going to do the Ronica race actually, because I need to create a new video, but I think we can do one session. Let's just see it through to the end. So I'll make it quickest, and I'm sure I can go a bit quicker than. Oh, look at that, same time as Brundle. So Schumacher, Hill, Coulthard, Lacey Berger, Barrichello, Hakkinen, Brundle, Barrichello. So that's a good session, Barrichello. Then me and Martini. Wow, in the Minardi up in the top 10, and Johnny's actually had a good session. He's in 12th. So Mr. Herbert doing well. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I can go 1,000th quicker, and I actually think I could go 4th quickest here. I think I could find half a second if I hooked up a perfect lap. So that's quite optimistic. Yeah, it just goes to show you that the Imola is just it is insanely difficult. You touch a curb and you're off. It's the most punishing track on Grand Prix 2, and I think maybe I just had too much understeer because I just went into that exit curb. I just carried too much speed in, and I probably turned in too late or too early. I don't know, but it's compared to Monaco is a much easier track, in all honesty. And look at Jos down in 18th, nightmare for him. So I can score points at this track. I feel I can get into. I think I can qualify 4th. Yeah, I'm not troubling the top 3 in qualifying, but in the race, their tyre wear will be very high, and then they'll pull away from me, but then they'll slowly start to come back. So yeah, it does pay to be sort of patient at the beginning of the race, because don't panic if the others are quicker than you. Just let it come to you. It's the same in Hungary as well. The AI is very, very quick over one lap, and the first few laps of a stint, but then they just slowly drop off, and then they're really, really slow by the end of a stint. They'll slow 2 or 3 seconds a lap easily, whereas I might drop maybe 1 or 2 seconds. So relatively, you gain a lot of time. So okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully it wasn't too disappointing. Hopefully that's my worst race of the season. I hope. Yeah, it's just something about the Imola track that is just so difficult. And yeah, even surviving, if I drove 61 laps by myself on a practice session, I don't think I could do it without crashing or without just driving 1 or 2 seconds slower than I'm capable of, which isn't even that quick anyway, even when it's perfect. So it's kind of like a do or die scenario, really. You may as well just try and go quicker, and then if you can't, you crash, because if you don't crash, then you're just going to be running around at 20th place, and you're definitely not going to score a point. Sometimes you get those races where loads of people retire and you can be quite slow and still somehow look into a point, but clearly when I accelerated the time, that wasn't happening, because all the Williams finished, the Benettons finished. It was only a Lacey was the only retirement, so I was destined not to score points in Imola, but I'm hoping for much better things in Monaco. So hopefully soon I'll be back with my race from Monaco. So if you've been watching this, thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.